Hi friends, welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're all doing really well. The sun is just shining on me, I'm loving this. It's Monday morning, we're starting the week at home. I was actually meant to be going out for a little work body doubling session with a friend that I met at Christmas time. It was actually someone that me and Aidan were chatting to whilst we were wreath making, another fellow freelancer, which I absolutely love doing since, especially since I've been going self-managed for the past month, is just finding people that also work for themselves or half work for themselves and going out to a coffee shop or somewhere random in London and just sitting opposite them and working, because it makes me like work and stay on task a lot harder. I don't know if it's just like, if it's a toxic thing, if it's like the competitive like side of me that's like, if they're working, I should be also working. I don't really know. I don't know if it's toxic or not, but regardless, it works. This morning though, I'm about to jump on a call at 11 and it's with a medical health professional that specialises in menstrual health, endometriosis, women's health side of stuff. And I'm working with Holland & Barrett closely in March for Endometriosis Awareness Month. Happy Endometriosis Awareness Month, which I'm so excited about because I had already planned to do a lot of posts surrounding endo, raising awareness, talking about my experiences within women's health. Anyway, so the fact that I'm now doing some stuff with Holland & Barrett too, we're speaking to the media, and I didn't know that they had this insane service, right? Go on the Holland & Barrett website and book a 15-minute free call with a menstrual health specialist, which is what I'm doing this morning, just to see what it's like so I can share that experience with you guys and like how helpful it is, what questions you can ask and get answers for, which I just think is absolutely incredible. I can't believe I didn't know that existed, especially when you're feeling so in the dark. There's been so many like dark moments and times in my life where no one around me has understood what I was going through, even before I knew the word endometriosis existed, like at like 13 years old, 14 years old. I think I only heard the word endometriosis when I was maybe 18, 19 at university, and then that's when I started like researching and being like, I think I have this, because obviously it's not spoken about, not widely researched enough, no funding, no this, no that, you know. So to know that there's a service online where you don't even have to book a GP appointment, obviously you should book a GP appointment and keep being persistent, but it is so hard. So to get some advice from a menstrual health professional that is going to specialise in the things that you're probably going to the GP about is just so helpful. And they can also help you prep for your GP appointment so you're not stressed, because that's what I would do. I would internalise everything, and the awful GPs that I've had in the past that have like gaslit me and told me that my pain is like from stress of my exams and stuff, like just the random shit that they make up. It can feel really daunting going to another GP and like retelling your story for the millionth time. Like it's just so exhausting. So to have like, I always have notes anyways on my phone just that I don't forget anything, but you can use this service that Holland & Barrett do to aid that GP prep experience. Yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. I'm really excited. I might do a little BTS on here because I'm sure some of you will probably want to know about it too. I'm also tomorrow, let me go into somewhere that's better lighting. Tomorrow, guess where I'm going? The OGs will know. I am going back to the University of Lincoln tomorrow. I've been wanting to go for so long. So basically my cousin started her first year in September, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to go. I think I did want to let her settle in first because I felt like it was super overwhelming when having visitors in the first like 6 months of uni, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if I just mirrored what I would have felt, whereas maybe I should have gone sooner, I should have asked. But I am finally going up to Lincoln tomorrow, so you're gonna see some throwbacks to student life if you followed me then. I don't know how many people will have. I feel like a lot of people will have fallen off afterwards, after the student videos went. They were like, fuck this girl. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be so weird and nostalgic, like going back to where I was at uni. I think so much will have changed because I finished uni as lockdown happened in third year, so I didn't get the like last bit of my third year. And then there's a lot of like really sweet independent places in Lincoln, and I just feel like they won't exist anymore because of how the pandemic crushed businesses. So I don't know what the space is going to look like, what's going to have changed, what's going to be the exact same, but we're going to go explore together. I'm going to film it, of course. I'm going to have real weird throwbacks. Sophie will show us around. I feel like it's going to be weird and emotional. I'm super sensitive with stuff like that. I feel like those 3 years at uni were, were the best 3 years of my life. Like living with my best friends, every day just doing stupid, silly stuff, cooking weird meals, going and doing really cheap budget stuff. Like it was just incredible. Like I loved it so much. And yeah, I think it's going to bring back a lot of emotions. I'm excited. I am excited for it. I'm really excited for it. That call service was amazing. I don't know how incredible my footage was because I didn't clean my laptop screen. I'm disgusting. And the reflections, I wasn't really thinking. It was just reflecting a bit funny, but I hope I managed to get some clips and I at least filmed myself responding and asking the question. So I think it's gonna be really good. I actually cannot believe that service is free. Like 15 minutes, you get to speak to a professional. I think I might have exceeded my time, but yeah, what an amazing woman and amazing service. And I didn't realise they actually have a full list of topics that you can book for consultation. So it can be like food related, gut health related, bone health related, immunity, sleep, sports nutrition, everything is there. But I specifically spoke to one of the menstrual nurses. So you can do that, get all of the advice you need for your hormones. Right, I'm gonna now chat to the Holland Barrett team and see what I need to do for my content and stuff, because I've got some ideas that I want to run by them. Guys, I couldn't resist coming up and journaling. When I saw the sunset outside, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. Like when I first started journaling up here, it was kind of towards the end of summer, autumn time, so it was like cold. And although it's not like the warmest ever, I'm very warm-blooded anyway, so I feel like this is my perfect temperature. I think a lot of people would be wearing maybe a sweatshirt up here. I'm so grateful to be up here as spring's approaching and like being able to journal up here without having to put a blanket down and come all wrapped up, you know. So yeah, I'm just sat here doing my thoughts of the day. I'm doing like a big old brain dump more than anything, and gratitudes as always. I always do my gratitudes, which always sounds so jarring when anyone says the word gratitude, but when you actually sit down and you're like, fuck me, like there's so many things to be thankful for, even when you're going through a really dark, shitty time, like last week when I was going through all the emotions with my mum in hospital, taking myself back and like remembering there are like good moments in the world is just so helpful for the brain. Otherwise I end up spiraling and just thinking the world's a horrible place when it's actually not. So yeah, I'm glad I'm going to be doing my journaling sessions, I think, at this time of the day now instead of the morning. I do like the morning ones because it gets me up and out, but I actually find I have more to say by the end of the day because I've got like more to reflect on in the day, although I know a lot of people do the mornings to reflect on the day before, but I prefer the evenings anyways. Do what makes you happy and what feels best for you and your routine. Today is the day. We're going back to Lincoln, my university that I studied forensics at. So if you're new, I went to the University of Lincoln for 3 years studying forensic science. I actually got a first. Woo! But basically finished my degree in lockdown. So it was a very weird end to my time at Lincoln. And I haven't been back since, only to collect and literally wipe down my second and third year house. Like that's literally the last time I came, I think. So it's going to literally be so weird. I genuinely think I'm going to cry because you know what I'm like. I'm an emotional, sensitive girly. But it just was such a magical 3 years and really changed my life because I had like the worst like end to sixth form ever. And then I found Hattie in my first year accommodation and we've been like stuck like glue ever since. And then obviously Megan, who I'd been friends with since I was like 6 years old, was also at Lincoln, but she was in a different accommodation. And we just sort of like banded as a three and lived together as three best friends for 3 years for me and Hattie, 2 years for me, Megan and Hattie. I don't know if we just haven't gone back because of trauma. Actually, no, I did go back for my graduation, which was like a whole year and a half later, which was that felt so odd because it felt like that chapter of my life was like closed, but like left ajar. It was like a weird crimbo limbo that lasted for like a year and a half. So yeah, it's going to be weird going back since graduating and like, I think, yeah, so I would have gone in 2021 to graduate, so I haven't been in 3 or 4 years. And me and Megan and Hattie had been saying like we need to book and go, but we don't. And I'm like, is there a reason we're not going? Because we're like scared of the nostalgia. But This is a perfect excuse. I'm going to see my younger cousin, see how she's living it up. She's in a completely new accommodation that didn't exist when I was there, so I'll show you a little bit of that if she doesn't mind. I'm going to have the best old time. So let's go catch our train before we miss it, and I just sit here yapping. Let's go. I really want to get a blank street for the way because I'm such a basic bitch. Like, I literally know, like, don't go to blank street if you want like an actual authentic matcha, of course. But like, if you love a little sweet treat, the blank street matcha is good. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I get it, I'm not being like, this is the best matcha ever, because it doesn't taste of matcha, it just tastes of sugary sweet goodness, but it's still good. I'm not going to get on my high horse and be like, this isn't proper matcha, like, obviously, because it's a chain, you know, like, most chains don't have good stuff, you know, they just do something that's really quick and easy and cheap, but I actually rate the Blank Street coffee, I can't lie. It's pretty good. Although I know they literally just click a button, but oh well. Look who I'm with. Do you mind me vlogged or not?
No, I don't mind.
I'm here. Can't believe you're going to be showing me around this time. You used to always come and visit me. How weird is that? Like, Sophie used to come. How old were you when I first started here? If I was, you're 7 years younger than me, right?
Yeah.
So how old? When I was starting, I was 18.
I was
11. So Sophie used to visit me here when she was 11, and now she's just here chilling. And her first year, she's doing psychology. She's just slaying. She's going to pick up her 200 degrees. At least that's still here.
Yeah.
I wonder if you're going to end up writing your dissertation in there as well. Who knows?
Maybe.
Where do you usually do your work? At yours at the minute?
Yeah.
To be fair, I did a lot of my work in first year in my accommodation, and then I did coffee shops in second and third year, so I don't know if that was something. I'm excited to see all the new stuff. Are we going to your accommodation first?
Yeah.
Literally ranting to Aidan this morning about how I didn't make any pancakes on pancake day, and we just got some from outside the SE for free. Delicious. I'm gonna eat mine now. I've got sugar and lemon. Oh, I miss it so much. Oh, love it here. Love it here. We just got stopped by this really sweet woman and her daughter, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit down because I need a wee. I will go to the toilet in a second, but it will just help. Yeah, they stopped us at the traffic lights as we were walking to Soph's accommodation, and she was like, are you Charlotte? And I was like, yes. I was like, do we know each other? And then she was like, oh no. They watched the Lincoln videos, which is so cute. So we're on cry count 4 so far. What is wrong with
Are
me?
you okay to finger the sushi?
Yeah.
I don't
Happily finger the sushi. What is this? The chicken. They've got us these katsu rolls for lunch, which is divine because I bought a shit toasty from Black Sheep and it was horrible.
Right,
Literally
the plates
horrible.
are clean, but there's watermarks.
That's fine. I'm easy, I can have it out the packet if it's easier and you don't have to wash up anything. Yeah, how cute. I can't believe that. Like, I haven't been here in how many years? So many years, and someone still said hi and that they watched the video. It's so cute. And the fact that the mum and daughter watch them together, like, makes me feel really emotional.
Oh, you're gonna cry again?
No, I'm gonna try and be normal. God, the trek up. Did you ever visit my place with Carrie in London?
No.
Oh. So this is kind of giving me this, having to walk up all these stairs. And Sophie's just popped to a lecture. I'm feeling jealous. I kind of wanted to join her, but then I was like, no. Although I remember in some of my lectures, people would bring their like boyfriends and girlfriends into our lectures, and I'd be so confused by it. I'd be like, why would you want to do that? But now I maybe see it. I'm curious. I want to come join the psychology lectures. And we just met the like loveliest people as well outside the students' union. We've got our free pancakes. I just forget how lovely everyone is around here. I don't know if it's because it's just like loads of happy, cute students. But yeah, everyone is just pleasant. Even actually no, the train ticket guy was wonderful vibes on the way here. Maybe it's just the sun making everyone happy, but whatever it is, I want it to stay. March is looking good so far. It's only day 4, but everything is looking brighter. Yeah, Sophie's just gone for a 2-hour lecture, so I'm just jumping on my call. I've got an interview for the project that I'm doing with Holland & Barrett at the moment. So I'm being interviewed by a few like media outlets for Endometriosis Awareness Month, which is just amazing. Like anything I can do to spread awareness, I'm gonna be all for, so that's what we're doing. I think the call should only be about 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna pack everything up, maybe just borrow something of Sophie's, like a little tote bag, and go into town. Might go and sit in 200 degrees for a little matcha and to work for the rest of the hour until Sophie's finished. That's the plan. I cannot believe that wonderful woman and her daughter decided to stop me. I can't believe it. Like, I'm still shook this many years later. Like, I started Lincoln in 2017. That makes me feel physically sick. I'm so old. I started Lincoln 8 years ago. And they've watched those videos from those 8 years ago and still watch my videos. I mentioned about my skiing at the end of January. I was literally like, what? I can't believe people have stuck around that long. Like, I feel like my life is so annoying and boring to watch, and I just document this so that I can look back at it. And also I just find so much joy in chatting about my life, like chatting about things that go through my head, sharing things, my overthinking thoughts, whacking them on the internet. I've always done it, so it's just like second nature to me. I'm really enjoying this accommodation, by the way. This is, I don't know how new this is, but it obviously wasn't here when I was here, and it's right next to like Morrison's, Farm Foods, that area. So far so good. It all feels very like modern, but also the same at the same time. Like, I actually cannot believe it. My body clearly has like a weird, it's not like a trauma response, because nothing traumatic happened here. It was my 3 years of heaven, until maybe it's the trauma of how everything ended, because lockdown happened right in March, and that was like the last couple of months of uni, and it was like the pivotal moment, right? It was like everyone handing their dissertations in, doing their final exams, doing everything like this. Like, I was doing my exams at home in my family house, and it just I feel like maybe it just didn't get the justice of like ending and us all celebrating together. And looking back now, I wish me, Megan and Hattie didn't move back in with our families. I know obviously at the time it was like such a scary thing, and we didn't know what was happening, we didn't know how safe everyone was and all that sort of stuff, so we wanted to be back at home with our families. But in hindsight now, I'm like, oh, I wish us girlies just stayed in lockdown together until we had to physically move out of that house in June or July, whenever it was, because that would have been so fun to be in lockdown, us three. But I feel like obviously at the time we had no idea and wanted to be back with our families. And yeah, it was just so weird. Like, we had to stagger us going back to the house to collect our stuff, obviously because of social distancing and not crossing paths. Like, it was so weird. Like, when I stepped off the train, I felt like sick. But like a good sick, if that makes sense. Like, my stomach was like just going crazy, and I was like, it just feels like I've returned back to my home. I think it's because I just had such a bad time at sixth form, and like this was my first safe space as an adult, like this city, and it was just so comfy. Like I said, the community is amazing, everyone is so lovely here, and yeah, it just felt like I was returning back home after a really long time away. God, I need to sort myself out because I've got this call in 5 minutes. And the nostalgia is like hitting me hard. And I'm sorry if I keep going on about it. I'm gonna just speak my piece because I just feel really like emotional about this place. And I also don't want to take away from Sophie's experience too. You know, she's got her own authentic, independent experience here. And I don't want to keep blabbing on like, this is how it used to be, this is what used to happen. Like, I just don't want to be that either. So I'm gonna try and keep it to myself, show you some snippets, especially when we're on our own. I'll show you when we go into town in a minute for a little solo trip. It'll only be for an hour or so until Sophie's finished her lectures. And then I think tonight we're gonna go try out this place called Carousel. That's, well, I say it's new because I haven't experienced it here, but I think it's relatively new. Sophie went the other weekend with her friend and she said it was good. I think it's like an arcade, so it'll be nice. I want to treat her to some fun activities and stuff, because that's what I would live for. Like, when my family came to visit me here and I had no money, just those little day trips out were so fun. So I'd really like to spoil her as much as I can. But yeah, it'll be so fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for the next 2 days here. I wish I was staying for the week, but It is what it is. God, it is beautiful here, isn't it? I do miss it. I do miss it so much. Maybe I'll have to come back for a master's. So we're back from 200 degrees, like a coconut iced matcha, and it was bloody gorgeous. I'm trying to keep my caffeine down as much as possible because of it affecting like inflammation in the stomach, and I'm due on my period any second, so I'm trying to do my body as much favours as possible. Sophie's just mid-curling my hair. She's just gone downstairs. We're going to have vodka cranberries. We're having vodka cranberries. We're going out to Zizi. I'm a Zizi ambassador, so I have a little card that I can use with my friends and family, and we can all go and have yummy food together. You've been a few times, haven't you?
Yeah.
I love that I can take my family so much. So fun, because we didn't really like go out to restaurants much, did we, growing up? So it's nice that I can like take everyone out. So we're going to go to Zizi, and it's nice that I can use it at all the Zizis. Get some food, and then we're going to go to this place called Carousel that you said is relatively new.
It's like an arcade.
Yeah.
It's like upstairs arcade, downstairs bar, drinks, like that kind of vibe.
Sophie always does my hair as well. I always rope her into it. I'm really annoying, aren't I?
No. I asked Charlotte today.
Yeah, true. You asked today, but not always.
No, but
Sometimes I'm like, please, can you curl my hair? For every family occasion.
literally.
We've got our cranberry, and we're gonna crack open the vodka. Which, did you say it was Grandad's?
Yeah, it was Grandad.
What, it was just like sat in the cupboard still?
Yeah, so then I said obviously I wanted vodka for like birthday, or must have been something like that.
Or like Christmas or something.
Mum and her were both like, oh, that was Grandad's old bottle, and you can see because it's not new.
Oh, it's like an old Is it the Smirnoff?
Yeah.
An old Smirnoff. That is so cute. And Sophie's been like saving it to use, and then she thought we might as well use it today because it's like both of our granddads, you know. Oh.
But you can see because it's kind of.
Oh yeah. Maybe you should like pull this off. Do you have a scrapbook or something you put things on,
No.
or photos?
I'm just gonna keep the bottle.
Yeah, you could always put like flowers in it.
Yeah, or like
That would be really
I was
sweet.
gonna put lights in it.
Yeah, or lights. Yeah, lights are better actually because it's too thin really for flowers. So I'm gonna make us some vodka cranberries. What cups do you want them in?
I will get.
I don't mind putting it in this. I'll just drink my water.
No, I'll get plastic cups. So you can...
Haven't had a vodka cranberry in a little while.
Which one?
I have drank actually quite a lot recently though, and it's been not good for me. Not good for the salt. It's actually really bad inflammation wise for, again, my gut, like for my period pain and stuff. Alcohol, smoking and caffeine are the worst three things for inflammation. Do you know that?
Me?
Yeah.
I kind of guessed caffeine.
Yeah, it all makes sense, but like obviously there's loads of other stuff as well, but like those were the three that I got advised the other day from the Holland Marriott nurses. Should we do a shot?
Charlotte. Not on vodka. Charlotte's
To Grandad.
Charlotte's gonna get sloshed.
Oh god, that was a horrible screechy. To Grandad.
But I wanted to open it with you.
God, it stinks. It's fine.
Ooh, I like the bracelet.
Thank you. It's actually Aiden's mum's mum. It's Aiden's nan. It's from hers in Ireland. She's given it for me to wear. It's not come off my arm since. God, this is not.
Cheers to Grandad.
Cheers to Grandad. They're not that bad.
She's trying to get me drunk. She's trying to get me fucked up. They are bad.
Yeah, they actually are. The aftertaste was quite bad. We can always top up with some cran, but also we just sucked from the bottom, which is where I poured the vodka. So if you've got like tonsillitis into the first week of uni and then had to have like a month off, right?
Literally,
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck off.
So she went home for like the whole first month of uni, which is so shit. But you've managed to come back and
I was walking
Slay.
home. I was like, oh yeah. I was wet.
that's
cold.
happening. Oh, I'm on your little weekly planner.
Yeah.
What a treat. Oh, I miss uni life. I might have to come back. What would you do if I started a master's here next year? We'd both be here at the same time.
Probably come visit you.
You'd hate that. Wait, what? You?
Hmm?
If I did a master's here this year, like, I'd be here at the same time as you.
Yeah, come visit you. I mean, like, I'd come.
Oh, I thought you meant you were saying you were like not coming back for second year and you're going to come back to Lincoln for sleepovers. Sleepovers, cooking a nice meal together. Right, let me try and put some more cranberry.
And it's not even like to do with your job.
Yeah, true. I just love the uni life. Oh fuck. And that I've made it a bit better. Throwback. That's new, the medical school. That wasn't here when I was here.
Together with Knots, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was never here, but it also looks really gorgeous, like reflecting in the water. So I remember they were like discussing that and people were getting angry because they were like, it's green space, like stop getting rid of the green space. The Brayford Key. Oh, it looks so pretty at night. We're gonna go up to the cathedral tomorrow, aren't we? From the University of Lincoln. We had a very fun, noisy sleep last night. It was so nice to be back here. I could just tell because the train sounds that are going off early hours, and wherever you are in Lincoln you can always hear, and then all of the students coming back from a night out and like making strange moaning noises in the courtyard, you know. We're just about to exhibit A. We are just about to head out. We just got ready. Sophie had a little tutoring session this morning. I was really jealous, you know, like I'm like, can I come? But yeah, we're just about to go out now and have a little wander, explore. I get to properly see Lincoln in the light again, see some of the new spots. We want to go to Primark because Soph's got her eye on this like yellow jumper, and we saw about 4 or 5 girlies wearing it yesterday, and we asked in the store and they said they've got new stock coming in today, so we're going to go have a look for that yellow jumper. And actually I'm kind of tempted to get it. They kind of match my yellow nails that I did last night because it's Endo Awareness Month and the colour for Endo Awareness Month is yellow, and I'm doing a lot of work for that, so some little yellow pieces would be great. And then yeah, we're going to walk up to the cathedral, which I haven't done in like 5 years, so that'll be lovely. Up Steep Hill, there's like a steep hill, and it's actually called Steep Hill, like the road's called Steep Hill, that leads up to the cathedral and the castle. It has like so many quaint independent shops on these cobbled streets leading up to it, so I'm excited to go see that side of Lincoln because we kind of only just stuck into town last night. But yeah, that's our plan. This is the yellow jumper in question. It's gorgeous. That's really nice on you. So that's a size extra small for this fit on a size, you said 8'10"? I'm gonna go, I don't know if medium will be too small for me. Yeah, I've come to a little spot that I used to come. Sophie's just whacking on her new jumper. I'm going to put mine on too, so we're going to be twinning. It's called Angel Coffee House, and it's in this really gorgeous little building next to the church. On this road, I can't remember what road we're on. It's next to, I think that's Bank Street there. I don't know what this road is that curls around there, but it's really sweet. And we decided to come here for a little sweet treat. So I've got a lemon white chocolate muffin. I love a lemon muffin, but when it said white chocolate, I was like, wow. And you've got like a caramelised biscuity chocolate thing, blondie. This is delicious, by the way. I also just noticed that I think I called it wrong. So it used to be called Angel Coffee House, which is still on the little gazebo parasol things, but I think it's now called this. Regardless, the man in there was so lovely, wasn't he? And we are now twinning in our little lemon jumpers. I'm excited to go up to the cathedral and see what's up there.
Me too, girl.
Let's see, here we go, girl. It's not actually as bad as I remembered. But then it keeps going, and I am sweating. Me and Carrie are just in roasting plant coffee. We just tried out a load of the beans in the store all over here, but it's really, really interesting. They've got like a whole like machine over there. Yeah, look. It's really cool. If you're really into your coffee, this is like a good spot to come to. What was your favourite that we tried? This one is the Brazil, which is like a mild with coconut milk.
And also, there's a couple that I like black, which is a change for me because I don't normally like black.
Yeah, and the food was really nice as well.
The
We had
food
like
was
avocado
really
toast.
nice. The banana bread is insane.
Banana bread.
And they
I
heat it
cinnamon
up.
bun. Oh,
So all the chocolate
amazing.
chips were like...
Yeah. This one is like a smaller little spot opposite the Rosewood Hotel.
They have a few.
It's lovely.
Oh, that is lovely.
I know. Lovely
Look at
shop.
that, everyone. Oh, that's the Rosewood. We need to
There's,
pass the Rosewood.
yeah, where Justin Bieber stays when he's there.
Now you've said that. You've said that before we've passed. Now you've said that. I think actually you've said it in one of my vlogs. Back in the day. When we had the alleys and we were propping it up on there drinking it. That's when you told me. So you told me that fact.
Yeah. I think a lot of celebs probably stay there.
Beyonce.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're just hanging out and stuff.
Chilling. Guess what? Love you.
So you're gonna say your news about
My news. What's my news?
going to Louis tonight.
I'm going to see Louis Tomlinson tonight. My one D fan girl's going. Guess what? Only the venue is 1,500, right? But you get multiple tickets. You know what I'm saying? So actually, it's only 700 people got those.
Kinda crazy.
But now I feel like ticket luck is out, and Harry's going to want it, and I'm not going to get it. And like I will,
But at least
I
you
will die for that. As long as I don't run, I'll get into debt to see Harry.
It's kind of cool that like had like de-skinned them. Like, hello, wonderful people. I actually didn't film yesterday. I was in crazy mode trying to get a load of deadlines done because it was Friday and had lots of bits on, which are all really exciting things for Endometriosis Awareness Month. Reading through a lot of like contracts for some fun things that I'm doing next week, which you'll see in next week's vlog, hopefully. I think one of the things I might not be able to film, but the other day definitely. So yeah, yesterday was a bit of a write-off, but today me and Amy decided to have like a proper cleaning day, sorting out our entire flat. So we've started off clearing out the whole utility cupboard, which was disgusting. Very embarrassed when we're getting all of the stuff out. It's now looking very clean. Aiden's just gone to get us some stuff for our brunch that we've decided to have. This is now our utility room. So it doesn't look lovely, but it looks a lot more organised than before. We've got our cases, some extra bags and bits, some of the landlord's stuff over there, and then I'm going to pop this in here. This is what we use to whack all of our recycling in. We usually have it just in here, and I think we're going to move all of the board games from in that room into there. Not that any of you care, but just showing you some of the mundane stuff because I sometimes forget to. Just kick off my shoes, and then yeah, we've just been putting some stuff on Facebook Marketplace for people to come and collect, just to get it out of our space if anyone's around. And then I'm just about to strip the bed, get the bed in the wash, and tidy up underneath the bed because that is just probably a state. But yeah, we're doing well. Everything's looking a little bit nicer. This room's looking a bit rough, but it could be worse. Oh my god, I just had this. I wish I showed you. So I've just tried out this new thing called Space Goods, and it's actually really spenny. This is their rainbow dust. So it's just a mushroom and an adaptogen super blend in chocolate flavour. I have no idea what that means, but it says that it's good for focus, productivity and energy. So I'll relay back if it's actually good, especially because today is super productive and cleaning. We're in cleaning mode. It's International Women's Day as well. Happy International Women's Day. I decided to do this because we were trying to be productive today, and oh my god, I used the cold foam setting on this machine that I've got from Haya. Oh, I think it's called Haya actually. This is how it's written. Haya. We are cleaning in here, so if you see it, it's all messy and grim. We are cleaning that today as well. Do not worry. Look at all this dust. But yeah, I'll turn this off for now, but I used the cold foam feature, which I think I've only used once before, and it was incredible. It's basically just like chocolate milkshake, but it has how many grams of caffeine in? 80 milligrams of natural caffeine. So it's basically coffee, because I'd seen people putting this in their coffee, and Aidan was like, oh my god, do not do that for me, because caffeine really affects me. Because he's like, it's like giving yourself a monster, like basically downing a monster if you put this coffee. But I know some people apparently have made like mochas with this. But it also has lion's mane, ashwagandha and maca, which are three things that I'm always recommended to have to help with like my periods and balancing my hormone cycle. So I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I'm going to give this a go and let you know what I think about it, because it is expensive for a pouch, but I think it lasts for 30 servings. Yeah, 30 servings. So we'll see if it's any good. I've been picking this spot to death today. Aiden's been shouting at me, but I can't stop it. Like, I'm such a like scratcher picker, and I know it's going to end up scarring my face, but I just can't not. It's a horrible habit. But yeah, let's get on with sorting the bed out whilst Aiden's in the shop, otherwise I won't have made any progress. Right, we're going to make some matcha blueberry pancakes. Aiden got me this for Christmas, this Osu organic matcha, and it's the best matcha I've been making at home ever, like the most authentic, you know. Tastes like the real deal. So we're gonna make these now. Gonna find a little nice recipe online and go for it. Hi gorgeous people. We're ending this vlog with a jump scare. I feel like I look like a fucking demon from the night, but I'm ending the vlog from bed because we're just about to sit and read. This is my evening ritual. I feel the happiest ever if I sit in bed and read for like an hour before I go to sleep. It's kind of early actually. Yeah, I've come to bed early so I could finish this book because it might take me a slightly longer. Actually no, I'm gonna finish that so quickly, aren't I? I'm gripped basically. This book, so I feel like everyone's read this by now, but the original Housemaid I read in 48 hours. I couldn't put it down. This one, I've still read it really, really quick compared to other books, but it has been less like grippy, but I actually really like it because I was more confused and I was like, where is this gonna go? And then, as like before, I got shook. So that's been really enjoyable. If you haven't read them but heard people talk about them, they're actually just incredible, especially if you need to get back into reading or you haven't been reading much and you want to. It's a great way to get into it because I feel like it's impossible to put this book down. But anyway, aside from that, we had a really gorgeous walk in Epping Forest today. We decided to keep it a little bit more local and close, doing it in London, well, outskirts of London in Essex, on the Central Line. So yeah, that was lovely. It was very much needed after last weekend's crazy Box Hill hike. We were like, we just can't be bothered to like venture out again. So it was nice and easy, but that means next week we're gonna jump on a train and find somewhere a little bit longer. And if the weather stays, we said we might do, there's like a Ramsgate Margate trail, which we might try at the weekend, like on like the Sunday next week, go for a walk along the beach, and then have like a fish and chips or something. That would be just gorgeous. Ada made this, this amazing, I don't know if he just eyeballed it or if he found a recipe, but he made this like mushroom leek chicken risotto for dinner today, and it was just incredible. I had to go up for like a second bowl, which, yeah, it was so good. And he made so much of it, so we've got it for the week, for next week's lunches, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, next week is super foodie, so if you're always looking for new London food recommendations, definitely stick around for next week's vlog because I think I've got like different foodie invites through my work every single evening. So there's going to be a lot of food in next week's vlog. This week that's coming is crazy. This is why I want to have this chilled book night on this Sunday because yeah, I've got a crazy old week, and I think after it's over, I'm going to be so proud of myself because I've just had a lot of like work come in since going self-managed. And I know I keep talking about it a lot, but it was such a scary move for me because although I knew I wanted to gain the skills of being full-time on my own without having like anyone to like chat to, there was a lot of like scary factors. Like it was just like the unknown, I guess, because I've never had this job full-time on my own. So I was like, oh my god, is everyone gonna forget about me or not know who to contact or want me dead? I just dramatise everything. I'm like, yeah, everyone wants me dead now. Everything has been so positive. I've met with so many amazing people, met a lot of new faces. I'm enjoying just chatting on online meetings all the time. I've just got so much more human connection by going alone, which is so strange because before I thought the reason of joining an agency would be that I would be around people a lot of the time, I would be chatting to people constantly, but it definitely isn't like that at all. It's actually a lot more social. I'm finding it a lot more social now that I'm on my own, which is amazing and what I needed, I think, because I think I was starting to go crazy just being on my own essentially, and just hoping that work would come through my management, whereas like I'm seeing all the messages, I'm getting to have all the conversations, I'm getting to jump on calls, get to know the nitty-gritty, and yeah, it's just amazing. And this week is just like a crazy weird week. Like I've got a random shoot with JBL, which is so fun, for their TikTok, and then the day before I'm going into the Meta offices to do a talk. So yeah, not the usual content creation sort of stuff, like my side. I'm actually doing a lot of stuff for other companies next week, and I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed and a bit nervous for it all. I think because every single day is packed, but I'm just going to try and make sure that I have enough balance, and I take slow morning if I need it, or take a really slow evening if I need it, either the day before or after, and just try and find moments of calmness, because I get really like overwhelmed and crash out, and I don't want that to happen. Wish me luck for next week. Sorry for the late night random ramble at the end of this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys have been up to, what you've been reading recently. I want to know some new book recommendations. I've got a few to read in my pile from Christmas, because one of my most common presents were new books. So I've got a few to read through. I still need to read that new Jacqueline Wilson book, and I want to read Want by Gillian Anderson, but I think that'll be quite a quick read. But yeah, after this series, I'm going to get the third one, I think, if this ends well, which I'm assuming it will, because it's now very much picked up. When I've spoken to you guys actually on Instagram, sorry, I will go in a minute. You said, some of you, like half of the people that messaged me were like, the second book's just as good as the first, the third one's shit. And the other half of people were saying the third one's incredible, but the second one is shit. I think this one, so I think personally, the first book is a 5 out of 5. Maybe a 6 out of 5, because I was actually like, duh, 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 duh. Actually no, 6 is too far, because the actual writing, I don't think is incredible. It's just very gripping the way it's laid out. Like, I don't actually think the writing, like the sentences are like amazing, but also who am I to know, because I'm not a writer. And then this one has been a bit like, ooh, what's going on? What's happening? And then it's been like, boom, 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 really fast paced. So I'd give this a 4 out of 5. But I still will probably read the third, because I'm quite enjoying the series, and I enjoy the characters in it a lot. And it's just something a bit different and crimey rather than my fantasy stuff, but I will be jumping back on to something new, because I obviously finished Onyx Storm, and I loved that book. I cannot believe that's got hate. Just, it's like, I get it. Rebecca Yarros suddenly changing everyone's first name to last name. It's a bit annoying and a bit hard to get your head around, but they have all the names at the front of the book. You just have to use your brain a little bit more, which maybe is why people don't like it, but I thought it was quite quick to get used to. It's because all of the characters have gone up in rank in their like system, so they're all being called by their last name, like it's part of the storyline. And I just fucking loved it. I felt like there was so much character development, so much plot going on. It was an incredible book. But obviously we're going to now have to wait for the fourth book of, I think it's going to be a series of 5, and I don't know when that's going to be. So I need to get back into another fantasy book, and I think it's going to be, I don't know whether to go into Throne of Glass or Crescent City, because they're both ones I haven't gone into yet, but I have the start of both of them. So please let me know if any of you have read either of them, and you can tell me which one to go for. I'm also going to continue reading Binding 13, the second one. I think it's called Keeping 13. Carrie needs to lend me it, but I need to grab it off her this week coming, because I miss Johnny and Shannon a lot. I really want to know what happens actually, because the end of that book was pretty traumatic. I need to know what happens with that next. But yeah, any book recommendations would be amazing. I hope you're all doing great, and I will see you next week for a brand new video. Bye.